welcome back to Betty's channel. Please give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, give us a like, drop a comment down below, tell us what you think. Back on my Betty 2's build and I've had a couple of deliveries, let's have a look at them. Right, we've had the control panel and a skylight delivered. Control panel I'm going to put in today, which means cutting out a hole in that top cupboard, just between this cupboard and that door. That's where the control panel's going. And the skylight, this is from Caraquip. It's just a simple skylight with a fly screen, and you can push the top open. It's got a I don't know what they're called. It's not smoked, is it? Oh, it's not a clear top anyway. It's milk top, I think they call it. So that's going to go more or less where that spinny vent is, between that rib and that rib. That's the centre of the van. So I'm going to install that this next few days to see how that is. But we're going to start with the control panel and see how we get on. So we'll come back to you in a bit. What I'll be doing with this is running one wire from the fuse box over there up and across one of these ribs into the back of this cupboard that will feed the control panel, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches. One's going to be the outside light, which is there. One's going to be the interior lights, the LED lights that are going to go in the cladding, which is going to go across the roof. And then I was going to do one for the USB sockets, but I want to wire them straight to the fuse box so they're always running. That's got a cigarette lighter socket, a voltage meter that tells you where it's up to with the solar panels, and then two USBs, which there's 2 USBs in there. So that's the job. It's fairly easy to wire up. These boxes are fused. There's one earth wire that I'll put a block connector on with probably 5 connections, so I've got for the 5 switches, and then each of the 5 red boxes will power whatever I put in inside, really. So it's, like I said, it's a simple and straightforward job. It's just time consuming and fiddly, but the mechanics of it are quite simple. So let's crack on with that. Right, to organise where I'm putting the panel, I've just put 4 screws in and it is level. I've left a bit of a gap here because I think I'm going to put the diesel heater control here when I get it, so everything's in one place. But the diesel heater is going to be wired straight to the fuse box rather than the switches, so it's going to be on all time. And that's a bit bent, that screw, so I might have to lower that screw hole a bit, but I can get the point now between the 4 screw holes and draw the square that I need to cut out. So let's do that. I also think as well, instead of painting the cupboards, I might carpet them. I might do. Not sure yet. I'll cut it out anyway and see what happens. I've marked the 4 screw holes now, so I'm going to dismantle the front, take the door off. It's one of these little screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 screws just to take off. Take the front panel off and then cut the hole. The front is off. There's the exposed cupboard with my excellent joinery skills. All this is going to be insulated at the back and covered in probably carpet. Right, let's measure the holes and cut them out. That's 1 centimetre in from each screw hole. That should give us enough wiggle room for all that wiring to go in. Let's break out the jigsaw. Bit of a tip. Drill 4 small holes in the cup for small, so you can get the jigsaw blade through, and basically just follow the line and just make it as neat as possible. It's a lot less arse twitchy drilling through a piece of plywood than it will be drilling through the roof, because obviously the roof's got to be correct. But I'll do it because I've done it before in Betty One. That's the basic hole cut out, so I'm just going to neaten up the edges now. Make sure it's nice and square. I'm going to fit it again. Right, that doesn't quite fit in, so I'm just going to take a bit out of the sides here and there, because that way is okay. That's the hole cut. This fan building like is not an ideal science, but it should fit in now, which it does. It's nice and flat, and you can see that I've virtually got it on the screw holes that I marked, which is nice. Right, let's put it up now and screw it on. And that's the control panel screwed in. Let's have a look at it from inside the cupboard. So I can do this without breaking my neck or arm. And that's it. So that's going to power the lights, the outside lights. What else is it going to power? Mainly lights, to be honest. So I'm going to run one wire over the ribs toward the fuse box. That'll power the control panel. And then I'm going to run 2 wires to do 2 USB sockets under that cupboard there, so we've got can plug our phones in, and I might do some little baskets or shelves so stack the phone on, probably at a dowel. I think that would look quite cute. That's a girl word, Paul. Manly, that's what you want, manly, but we'll see. But yeah, it's in the right place. There's lots of adjustment for messing about with it if I'm carpeting it. So yeah, it's all good. I've got this wire going up there, through that rib, across the top, down to there, across the back of that batten, and it comes out there. So there's plenty of length to fix it to the fuse board, which we'll show you. Yeah, so it's going to that fuse board, but I have to get it down the back of the cladding, which means I've got to take the bed out, got to take that ply panel off, and hopefully I can get it hidden down the back, but we'll see. Because also I need to get down the back the 2 solar panel wires that will go to the solar controls will be there next to the fuse box. But that might be a job for another day, because it's starting to rain. I need to tidy all this stuff up. But we're getting there. We've got one wire in now to power the control panel, which will power the lights and all the stuff. I'm quite happy. I need to get another 2 wires in, don't I, for the USB sockets, which are going under there. So I'll do that now. I am going to have to take this front panel off again, because when I come to insulate and carpet the inside, it's just easier if this front panel's off. But it's only 10 screws, it's not a problem. And that's the outside light wire, because it says outside light there. And then I still need to wire up the beacon yet, which is that new wire, to a switch on the dash, which I need to find a power source for. But there's still time to do that yet. But we're getting there slowly. I love the control panel. And the one we've got in Betty One at the minute is on the opposite side wall, and you can actually see it from the bed, which it gives off a nice blue light which keeps people awake. So you have to keep covering it with something. But that, because our heads are on the passenger side of the van, that won't be seen. Well, it will be seen, but not by directly, so it'll give a nice little glow. Can't wait till that says 13 volts. It's also good if you label the wires that are coming through. It's like that one's a control panel, and then a USB right and a USB left, so you know what's what. Pass the wires carefully using 2 hands through the ribs. You're not going to chafe the wires and therefore cause a short. That's what I've learnt. Right, I've run 5 wires across 2 ribs. One for the control panel, one for an under the cupboard light, 2 USB sockets, and the control for the diesel heater. And that is used, basically, give or take, believe it or not, this whole roll, which was 30 metres. So each one has nearly had 6 metres of wiring to it, which is a lot, really, considering 30 metres were 34 quid, including postage. So I'm going to have to order some more wiring. But they're all labelled up now. Diesel heater, control panel, left USB, right USB, and over the bed light. So they'll all be wired direct to the fuse box. And then I've got another 5 switches on the control panel up there to feed lights, like the outside light. I'm going to put some LEDs in under the small cupboard that go above the kitchen, and then I'm going to have to put some power, I think, or some lights. I'm going to put some lighting in this area somewhere so it shines over the seating, which is going to go across there. There's also going to be a light in the bathroom, which I'm going to do off the control panel, and the bathroom's going to have like a mushroom vent in it, which is on order. It's waiting to be delivered. I'm going to get a skylight above this area, which is going to be above the kitchen. That's going to have a fan in it, so there's going to be a switch fan. So we're getting there. But I'm pleased I got all the wiring in now, straight to the fuse box. So it means that I should be able to power the control panel. Not yet, I can't, because I need to sort the wiring from the isolator to the batteries and from the solar controllers to the batteries. Then I can test everything and start fitting lights and stuff. Stroke of beard moment, definitely. Getting there though. So the next job will be getting all them wires down the back and coming out through a hole in this plyboard panel where the fuse box is. Once that's done, I can wire them to the fuse box, so at least they're ready, and cut off any excess wire I've got. Yeah, happy days. I just remembered I need another wire putting across for the pump, because the kitchen's going to be over there. So I need to do that as well, but I need to get some more wiring. I might have enough though, somewhere. I'll have to have a dig about. Well, that's it for today. Got some wiring done, got a control panel in. Thanks ever so much for watching Betty's channel again, on Betty 2's Build. And we'll see you on the next one. Please subscribe, please like, drop a comment down below, tell us how you think we're doing. But overall, keep doing what you do.